You swore you'd save money this month, so why did you just buy something you didn't even need? That moment, right before you tap "buy now," feels small. Harmless. But what if I told you that one invisible force in your brain is quietly draining thousands from your future, and almost nobody even realizes it's happening? Because the truth is, you're not just spending money. You're reacting. Every purchase you make is being influenced by something deeper, something psychological. And until you understand it, you'll keep losing money without ever knowing why. Think about the last thing you bought impulsively. Maybe it was a new phone upgrade, even though your old one worked fine. Or clothes you didn't plan to buy. Or a limited-time deal that felt too good to miss. In that moment, it didn't feel like a mistake. It felt justified. Even smart. But what most people don't realize is, your brain is wired to trick you into spending. There's a concept in psychology called emotional spending. And it's one of the biggest reasons people stay broke, not because they don't earn enough, but because they don't realize what's driving their decisions. When you feel stressed, you spend. When you feel bored, you scroll and shop. When you feel low, you reward yourself. It's not random. It's a pattern. And companies know this. That's why everything, from ads to store layouts, is designed to trigger your emotions first, and logic second. Bright red sale signs. Countdown timers. Words like "only 2 left." These aren't just marketing tactics. They're psychological triggers. They create urgency, pressure, fear of missing out. And in that moment, your brain shifts from thinking to reacting. Here's where it gets dangerous. Your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical linked to pleasure, when you anticipate a reward. Not when you receive it, but when you expect it. That means the excitement you feel while adding items to your cart is actually more powerful than owning the product itself. Let that sink in. You're not addicted to buying things. You're addicted to the feeling of buying. And once you understand that, everything starts to change. Because suddenly, it's not about the product anymore. It's about the emotional high. And that's why the satisfaction fades so quickly after a purchase. You've probably felt it. That small moment of excitement, followed by nothing. Or worse, regret. But instead of questioning the behavior, most people repeat it. Again. And again. Until it becomes a habit. And habits are where money quietly disappears. Now here's something even more interesting. Your brain uses shortcuts to make decisions. Psychologists call these cognitive biases. And one of the most powerful ones is called anchoring. Let's say you see a jacket priced at $200. Next to it, there's another one for $80. Suddenly, $80 feels cheap, even if you would never normally spend that much on a jacket. That $200 price? It's not there to sell. It's there to manipulate your perception. And it works. Another one is the sunk cost fallacy. This is when you keep spending money just because you've already spent money. Like continuing a subscription you don't use, or buying more items just to make shipping worth it. You're not making a rational decision. You're trying to justify a past one. And that's how small purchases turn into big financial leaks. But here's the part nobody talks about. Your environment controls your spending more than your income does. If your phone is filled with shopping apps, you'll shop more. If your social media shows luxury lifestyles, you'll feel the urge to spend more. If your friends constantly upgrade their lifestyle, you'll feel pressure to keep up. It's not about discipline. It's about exposure. And most people are constantly exposed to things that make them spend. Which brings us to a hidden truth that might change how you see money forever. Willpower is overrated. You don't need more self-control. You need fewer triggers. Because every time you rely on willpower, you're fighting against a system designed to make you lose. So instead of trying to be stronger, you remove the temptation. Delete saved card details. Unsubscribe from marketing emails. Remove shopping apps from your phone. Make spending harder. Because the harder it is to buy, the less you will. Now let's talk about something practical you can use immediately. It's called the 24-hour rule. Anytime you feel the urge to buy something you didn't plan for, you wait 24 hours. No exceptions. Because most impulsive desires are temporary. And when the emotion fades, the logic returns. You'll be surprised how many must-have items suddenly don't feel so important anymore. Another powerful strategy is to rename your purchases. Instead of thinking, "This costs $50," ask yourself, "How many hours did I work for this?" That simple shift turns spending into a trade-off. And trade-offs force clarity. Because when money becomes time, spending becomes real. Now remember that invisible force I mentioned at the beginning? The one quietly draining your money? It's not just emotion. It's unconscious behavior. Most of your spending decisions happen automatically. You don't analyze. You don't pause. You just act. And that's exactly how companies want it. But the moment you become aware of it, you break the pattern. You slow down. You question. You choose. And that's where control begins. Because building wealth isn't just about earning more. It's about thinking differently. Seeing through the traps. Understanding the triggers. And making decisions that your future self will thank you for. So the next time you feel that urge to buy something you don't need, pause. Because in that moment, you're not just making a purchase. You're making a decision about your future. And most people never realize that, until it's too late.